South Jersey bad boys.
Boom, boom.
Special broadcast here.
We got Na'im Lazar on the cast.
Na'im
right.
Lazar here joining us to talk all about things you guys have been wanting to hear. Aliens, UFOs.
We got a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of good feedback from the call-in.
Oh, nice. I'm happy people are interested, man.
So this was necessary.
This absolutely was. And we decided to dress up like a couple of out-of-work alcoholic fathers.
Yeah.
We just came from child custody hearings, and we are ready to get into some deep convo.
No, we're here to take this shit seriously, dude. Na'im has the most information on the East Coast in regards to UAPs.
Yes. I mean, well, you know what? I've been tapped in for a while.
How long you been tapped in?
Oh, man. Probably, this goes back to when I was maybe about 8 years old.
What?
Really? That's
Yeah,
when it
bro.
all began?
That's when it all began.
Damn.
How?
Yeah, we talking like, what, 95? Yeah, like,
Damn.
yeah, probably like, 94, 95.
How'd you get tapped in that young?
What made it click?
I went camping with my uncle, and my mom saw some weird shit while we were camping, and we were asleep.
Sounds dicey. Your Uncle whip his bird out. You're like, I don't know where you're going with that. You're like, I went camping with my uncle,
Went
and my
camping with
mom
my
saw some
uncle.
weird shit.
Yeah.
That's when you got tapped in.
This sounds
Yeah,
like a white
bro.
person story. This is awfully suspect from the start.
It's a true
Sus.
story. He used to like to go camping.
Damn.
And he would take me, his kids, my mom, her kids, and we would all go. We would all have like separate tents.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
And we were in my mom's tent. She saw something crazy, and the thing that makes it like, yeah, it was weird, was because it might have been 6:30, 7 o'clock,
Right.
and we all fell asleep at the same time.
Oh shit.
Like me, my cousins, my brother, my sister, everybody fell asleep at the same time. My uncle and my mom was the only one up, and she said she was like trying to wake us up, but she couldn't wake us up. And she said the shit was at like tree height, like it wasn't like far up in the fucking sky.
Heard that
She said
before.
it was hovering right over the fucking trees,
oh, like
Yeah.
a UFO hovering over the trees.
hovering over the fucking trees, bruh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And she said it made no noise.
Yep. That's
She
been
said
all the reports.
She said it barely disturbed the top of the tree. She said she just felt like the vibration from it.
God.
Yeah, and she said she ran in the tent trying to wake us up, ran back out there. It was still there.
Huh.
Ran in trying to shake everybody. And, bro, when we woke up, because we probably woke up at like 9, 10 o'clock, all the shit was disheveled. Like, you could tell she had been running in and out of these tents, moving, pushing shit out the way.
Yeah.
Like-
and is she generally not a person that's like that's into that sort of stuff? Is that unusual?
Nah, for my mom, that's not unusual. My mom loves all that type of shit.
Okay.
Which is why for a long time I was skeptical. Cause I'm like, you already into this type of shit, lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
But after like talking to my cousins and my sister, and they like, no, yo, it's weird. We did. Why do we all fall asleep at the same exact fucking time?
Well, what the fuck was your uncle up to? That's what we got.
He was asleep too. We all. She tried to wake up everybody.
Yeah.
Damn. So,
Like she was running tent to tent.
and was there anything after this event that like changed with her afterwards? Did they like was it a permanent thing they changed with her after this?
Yeah, I think she got into it more, but she already kind of like curious about it. Like she already kind of thought like it had to be possible. Put it
But
that
it
way.
didn't scare her. Like that would scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah, she said she was like yelling.
Yeah.
And like nobody was up, nobody was, and there was other people with tents out there.
How close do you think she, like 50 yards away? That's close.
Yeah, well, she said it was probably about 30 feet up.
30
feet
from
up
the ground.
That's not that high, bro. You see
No,
what I'm saying?
that's-
That's
no,
right over
3
your fucking
basketball
head.
nets.
Yeah.
that is.
That's right over top of you.
But it was like, it was right over you guys, or it was like, hey, down the field, 30
Yeah,
feet
she
up?
said like it was put it like this. She said it was like within the distance where she could make out the details on it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she
Yeah.
could see the grooves in it.
Interesting.
Like she could see like the lights.
Very
She could see that it was a saucer shaped metal thing. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And where did this take place at?
The Poconos.
Up in the Poconos. All right.
Yeah, bro. Same weekend. The first time I ever saw an eagle. Same weekend.
That's a good fucking
First
weekend.
eagle sighting, bro. Yeah, my mom saw a UFO. I saw an eagle.
What? Saucer and an eagle?
Yep, same fucking weekend, bro. You ever do that in your life?
Damn.
How American is that? You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what planet you from, bro.
This better have been
How
on a
Ameri-
4th of July weekend, too.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Your mom's like, yeah, you're welcome for the best vacation of your goddamn life.
Yeah. Right.
Doesn't get more American than that. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Well, let's dive right the fuck in. I mean, Na'im Ali
Oh,
on
yeah.
the cast, our UAP expert correspondent. You guys know him, you love him.
Yeah.
We wanted to have Na'im on to get a deeper dive into what's going on. Let me start with this before I forget. There was some claims thrown out there on the last call about what was supposed to happen in June.
Yep.
Because some of us
Yeah.
look like real dumbasses
Yeah.
because we've been talking lots of shit
Yeah.
about how Logan Paul and my best friend Na'im said they're coming in June. What's
Yeah.
the scoop?
Yeah, see, I quit my job because I'm like, they're coming in
He
June.
quit
Yeah.
his fucking job.
I quit my
dude.
job. I gave
I'm
the middle
sorry.
finger to that place, and now I'm still waiting. So what's the
Yeah.
deal?
Well, I think there might have been a misinterpretation, honestly.
Yeah.
I think they're coming in June could honestly just mean disclosure. I don't think it necessarily meant an invasion or them walking around talking to us, greeting us person to person.
Or like a public widespread, like maybe
Yeah.
they interacted with said forces.
Right. You know, you had the situation and like out in Vegas, was that in like May, and you know, it was just like I said, just been more disclosure, people
Very
coming
true.
out.
So let's talk about that thing in Vegas. So from what I saw, like just from the news and stuff, that's the one where it was the guys that called the cops. They said there's beings, what looks like aliens in my backyard. It's like they're like 9-10 feet tall.
Yep.
And the cops were like, hey, usually, obviously, this would sound weird, but my partner saw the same thing come from the sky. So they went to check it out. Was there any video of anything in the? Wasn't there some video of like?
Yeah,
they
but you can't
thought-
see anything in
can't
those
see
damn
anything.
videos. You can't see shit. But you know what? If it wasn't for their reaction, I would think it was fake.
Yeah.
Because you see when they walk back there in that yard, how all of them begin to back up, and they look scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and one of them had a gun. He had the gun out, and then another one had like a gun on his hip. So
Right.
these are armed men walking into their own backyard, and something stops them and makes them all back up at the same time and run out and shut that goddamn gate door.
Dude,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking about like 9 feet tall.
9 feet tall.
Imagine how scary that would be.
Right.
Something as tall as a fucking basketball hoop.
Yeah, bruh.
That's fucking crazy. I've sat like close to in the lower level with Dikembe Mutombo playing, and that shit was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, right. You
And
see what I'm saying?
He's not even 7'5". I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
9 feet tall.
another foot and a half.
And the
Oh.
thing is, dog, we're not used to seeing things that we don't think exist.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So that's gonna fuck your brain up. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Especially stuff that people want to shame you if you think they exist. You
Yes.
don't want to be outed as some fucking lunatic, but at this point,
Right.
I think it's a pretty.
I would not want to see an alien unless it was like a widespread thing that everybody
Yeah.
saw. That would fuck me up.
yeah, you would think you lost your fucking mind.
I wouldn't want to see it. I'd
Mm-hmm.
be terrified, and then nobody's gonna believe you, and you feel crazy.
Now, here's the question: is this exclusively an American thing, or are there international people?
No, it happens. That's something that skeptics like to say. Like, oh, it's only happening in America. That's not true. It's stories of shit happening all over the fucking world.
Yeah,
like Brazil.
The story of all those kids that saw it in Africa.
Yep.
Like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they're all over the place. I think that multiple countries have crafts or things that they've found over the years. I don't know if they're in communication with them or whatever. I think that there's multiple organizations, all over the world that are tracking this
For
stuff
sure.
and collecting
One of
them.
them killed 2 Russian pilots. UAP fucking crashed into 2 Russian fighter jets.
Yeah.
And killed 2 of the pilots, bro.
Was that recent?
That was like maybe 3 years ago. Maybe 3 or 4
I think
years
I want to say I
ago.
saw
Yeah.
that video. Yeah,
Like, how the fuck is that not talked about?
Because it's Russia. And
Right.
the thing is they talk about it more normally over there than we do.
Yeah.
A lot of these other countries do. France came out like 8 years ago and said that these things exist. We have craft. We fucking, like, other countries have come out. It's just us that's.
Do you think that we are kind of keeping it close to the vest? Because my impression is that America, we're probably out there stealing people's lunch money.
Mm-hmm.
We find out where the shit's out. We try to go scoop them up before anybody else.
For sure.
And we don't tell anybody about them because we want to back in engineer it, and we want the power and we want the technology to go. Nobody else knows about this shit.
Yeah.
We know it. Now we got the military advantage, which some people call it the military industrial complex, a word I just...
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. Like, people want to, like, we still think of everything in, like, a money and power thing.
Yeah.
So we want to control it.
Yeah.
But it's such a crazy power. You don't need to control things once you have it. Like, everybody can have it.
And we don't know how to control it. It would probably be helpful if you open it up and collaborate with the rest of the fucking world.
Right.
Because they compartmentalize everything so nobody knows exactly what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. People in our own government don't know what's going on.
Right.
That's how compartmentalized it is. Our own people only know a little bit. Like Bob Lazar said, you're working on this little part. This other guy's working on this little part. It's the same thing in China, same thing in Russia. It's so fucking splinter.
Now, do you believe that there is an organization that's above the military, above Congress, that's kind of outside of them, where they really don't, they're their own thing that we don't really know about, that kind of is running this thing? Or do you think that our military is probably in cahoots with
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you got probably some type of CIA organization that's working on one thing. Yeah. You probably got some secret Air Force organization that's over here working on another thing.
Yeah.
But then you got two people from those two organizations that secretly feeding information to each other.
Right.
And I think it's like I said, I think it's just a bunch of small factions that are working on separate things. Then they lease out certain jobs to private contractors. Then they got these guys over here working on certain shit. You see what I'm saying? And it's
This would track all the way back to when JFK was in office. I was just telling Brendan, there's a very popular conspiracy out there of Marilyn Monroe being killed by the government because the Kennedys talked to her about extraterrestrials.
Whoa.
And Kennedy, he notoriously wanted to dissolve the CIA, so they had him out. Now, RFK Jr. wants to get in and do the same thing, and we'll see what happens.
He needs to fucking relax.
Yeah, he's got to play it cool.
RF Kizzy is going to get fucking chopped.
Yes. Listen,
between the CIA,
that family is cursed. He needs to fucking relax.
Dude, they all have died tragically.
Everybody's died. He has to stop. He just leave it alone.
Yeah.
He did say something interesting though, where Rogan did bring that up to him on the podcast, and he was like, "I am obviously aware of, like, you know, my own theories that the CIA had something to do with, you know, my father's death and my uncle's death."
Yeah.
But so he's like, obviously I'm precautious and I have to be careful, but I feel like it's kind of good that but you know, I was going to say that he's getting out there and be more public about it and talking about this, because then if it does happen, it's going to look even more suspicious.
They don't give a fuck about that.
I was going to say, but then
they don't care about that. These motherfuckers will kill anybody in front of anybody.
Look what they did.
We all knew. Everybody knew Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, we all knew that was going to happen. Everybody called that shit a month before it fucking happened, and they still did it. They did it exactly how we said it was going to happen. Oh, so what are the guards going to fucking go to sleep?
Oh, guard fell asleep.
Oh yeah, watch. Yeah, he's going to fucking he's going to commit suicide, and they did it exactly how we joked about him doing it.
They go, the camera was broke.
Yeah,
out of a movie. You're like, what? Oh, the guard fell asleep. The camera was broke.
Yo, come on, bro.
And then he got what? He like broke his fucking neck, and they said that he like
it broke a bone that is very common with somebody that gets strangled to death.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, he hung himself. They're like, there's not enough force to do that. What it did. That, and then I mean, even recently with the White House with the cocaine they found in there, it was non-alien related. But they were like, oh, we'll never be able to find out whose it was. There's no surveillance down there.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Hunter Biden going 180 on the highway smoking crack.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo.
Honestly, respect, dude. Like,
yeah, they couldn't find a patsy
I love
for
that
it.
he does the worst shit possible, and he's like, I gotta document this.
Yeah, it's the best. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I like seeing when people flex their power. I like that shit.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about shit.
Nude selfies in the mirror, holding an unregistered gun with hookers in the back. Like, I mean,
bro,
top tier stuff.
Like,
while your dad is the president, it's not like his dad used to be president. His dad the president right now.
Actively, yes.
But he not only that, he also has been sending out messages to whoever he's like trying to do deals with in China. It's like, hey, I'm sitting here with my dad right fucking.
yo.
He's not afraid to throw his dad's name in there.
Oh,
And go,
hell
do you know?
yeah.
He's the classic. Do you know who my dad is?
Right, yes.
Yeah.
And whether Joey B's clued in on that, who
Yeah.
knows?
Bro, he's old as shit. He's so old. Imagine how he was when he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
Like if he's doing this and he's like 50 years old.
right.
Like what the fuck?
Oh, what, Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so
he's not like a 20-year-old.
No, he's not
like,
20.
Yeah.
He's so fucking old.
And he's acting like it too, and he's got all this like child support issues. He's like in his
Yeah.
50s. Yeah.
He's 50 years. He's in his 50s. He's partying like he's in his 20s.
What were his 20s like though? Is what I
Yeah.
want to know.
That's what I'm saying. What were his fucking 20s
Yeah,
like?
exactly.
Damn.
Like what
He's
was he
still
doing?
smoking crack on
Right.
180 in his 50s.
Damn.
That's how you know he's been partying since the 80s because he still smoke crack now.
Yeah.
He not
No
on.
one's just getting into crack.
Right. He
Yeah.
not on mushrooms and acid and shit like that. He on fucking crack.
Yeah, and his dad.
He been partying since forever, since before we was
yeah.
born.
That's very. Who else parties that hard in their 50s? Like Charlie Sheen. Like
yeah.
There's only been a few
he was
guys.
the only guy that was like still
Another
doing
person that's been partying since the 80s. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you
Yeah.
smoking crack, you've been partying since 1982.
But Hunter probably had access to it because his dad and all his dad's buddies were the ones that implemented it
True.
into the projects of Chicago.
That's definitely true.
So he's like, "Oh, there's crack around my dad's. Yeah, let me just
Maybe
try
he
it."
did
Yeah.
that out of like
Spite?
out of spite, being like, my dad is gonna put in this bullshit law. I'm gonna smoke
Yeah.
as much crack as I possibly can.
Well, I tell you what, is some of
That's
these.
what Dan did to his dad.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I did. Yeah, my dad's been in the
Yep.
clink since '87, and it's all because I took his.
And the clink.
I talk like a real
Oh my
suburban white
God.
kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whitest kid imaginable.
Yeah, my dad's been in there, and ever
As soon
since
as you say in the clink, you just picture like the black and white stripes with the fucking the
clink.
ball with the ball
With the ball
attached
with
to
the
your
shackle.
fucking yeah.
someone get the paddy wagon.
Hey,
We're going to
what
the
the
clink.
The fucking clink.
The clink. He's been in there, took the crack pipe, and yeah, we'll. There, I do wish though some of these aliens are time travelers, or if they're not even aliens,
Yeah,
they're just.
I'd like to talk about that.
I want to get into time travel and go back to Hunter Biden's
yeah,
college
hell
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a very good transition for this.
Please.
Y'all was talking about like crack and how they kind of put it in the community.
Yeah, yeah.
And then his son ended up doing it.
Yeah.
So it was another one of these government UFO guys was talking about how one of the extraterrestrials that somebody he knows was in touch with basically said like, yo, y'all can't sue the people that knew about it. Y'all got to just let the shit go. Because as long as you're trying to sue them, they're going to keep trying to fight it.
Yeah.
So like, just let it go. And basically this entity was saying that like, they're surprised with how emotional we are. Like we more emotional than all the rest of these fucking things, right?
Oh,
Right.
And
yeah.
we so emotional that we irrational to the point where we don't realize that like everything works off of this basic energy that if you keep passing it around, everything will prosper, right? Like because we're so emotional that we like, well, I don't give a fuck about forgiving you. I'd rather be angry and create a beef that lasts way longer than this. If you just forgave somebody, it'd just be over.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh-huh.
But the relation to that is like them smoking crack, right? It's like you tried to fuck up this one group so like you don't give a fuck about inner city people, and it's not a race thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the government, if you inner city and you
Yeah, poor people. It's poor
we'll
versus
put
rich.
drugs in your community, we'll fuck up your life. We don't give a fuck about your schools. We don't care about none of that shit. We gonna create a type of music that is negative that will make you think that it's a logical option to go sell drugs.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna create music that make you think that it's a logical option to solve your problem by murdering people. We're gonna put all this bad shit in this one community, right? And so we smothering shit in this community. But what that did, because it's that energy that goes around to everything and everybody, it affects everybody.
Right.
Like, yeah, it fucked up people in the city, but it's suburban kids that's
Exactly.
ODing on fucking perks and ODing on lean and shit like that because of the same fucking music and the same bullshit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It'll catch a hunter. It got all the way to
You'll
100
catch
Biden.
a hunter, bruh. You will catch a hunter.
Yeah.
It's going to
hunter.
happen. You
Yeah.
fucking.
You'll catch a hunter in Delaware.
You'll catch a hunter in Beverly Hills, bruh.
Yeah. You'll
Yeah.
catch a Trevor in Washington Township.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you caught Dan in South Jersey. I
Caught Dan in South Jersey.
listened to Little Romeo. I listened to I was cute.
That is a reference I have not heard since Nickelodeon.
I was cute.
Romeo.
I was cute into it. I listened to Ludacris. I was.
Yeah, you're clued in.
Yeah, so my dad was in the Clink, and I was at home listening to that bad.
Dan's like, I don't know,
bro.
dude. Nas, Eminem, Lil Romeo. Those
Dude,
are his
Lil
top
Romeo.
three.
Bro.
I listened to Romeo after he dropped a little from the front, you know, and he,
Oh hell yeah!
and that's why Puff Daddy started
He
changing
did have
his
a pretty
name.
sick show on Nickelodeon for a while. You remember that?
Remember Master P just walking around in the background?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dude, I loved that show.
Wait, so that's interesting. Going back to that theory, of coming from said entity.
Yeah,
That's interesting that they would be like, we're surprised you guys are so emotional, because it's like, of course we're so fucking dumb.
yeah.
Like, of course we're emotional. Like,
Yeah.
We are not logical things.
that's why we're still at war all the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're just emotional dumbasses.
That's why we worried about power and money, and that's why we do all of these competitive things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why my bitch wife is so emotionally invested in any reality TV show more than our own lives.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, bro, yo. Speaking of, dog, my girl watched this fucking Bad Girls Club and Bad Boys fucking club.
Oh,
shit,
that's our
dog.
podcast.
Yeah. Dog, yo, that shit. It gives me so much anxiety.
I haven't
does.
seen that one. I'm on like Real Housewives of New Jersey
Yeah.
or like Vanderpump Rules. I've seen a couple of those. They're actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. Don't get me wrong; they're entertaining
crazy.
shows, but watching somebody else's drama gives you stress.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like you start getting invested in these people's problems, and then you like, what? Don't let that bitch talk to you like that. You like, yo, I don't
Yeah.
even. Why? I don't care about these people.
And you're like, this girl's so despicable. You're like, this is the worst person ever, but I can't stop watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it
watching
does-
a car
I'm
crash.
like getting
yeah.
stressed out and pissed
Definitely.
off as I'm watching it.
So what is
Yes.
what's the separator with the Bad Girls Club or Bad Boys Club? How is it like similar to like a Real Housewives or type of thing?
It's more so like a I remember, like, let's say Flavor of Love. Remember Flavor of Love?
Yeah.
All right, but then just remove Flavor Flav.
Oh, so you just put a bunch of these
Just a-
broads in the same.
Yup.
Oh
But
man.
it's a bunch of just ratchet hoes, bruh. Just a bunch of ratchet
Oh,
bitches.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ratchet bitches walking up, fucking, and they all, yo, you know what I realized? I was telling my girl this. I was like, yo, they all say the same thing. I'm about a bag, bitch. I scam. I fucking rob. I do everything. I sell pussy. I do whatever I gotta do. I'm just about a bag, bitch. They all say the same thing when they walk up there, yo, and it's like, ew.
No. But they're not competing over a man. They're just
No, they just in the house, and then they like, you know, they make them like go to places, go to like clubs and shit like that, and hang out, and then they
just
talk
like-
shit about each other behind their back,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
they do like the one-on-one interview, and
Starting trouble.
Wait,
Yeah,
they have a
bro.
boy version of this?
then the boy version is a
It can't be anything close to that, is it?
It's a bunch of gay guys.
Oh, they're
They all
get
gay,
catty.
bruh. Yeah, they all gay in the house, and it's all the gay stereotypes, and fucking it's
probably-
like, and then
it's
they put
probably-
2 straight boys in there.
With all the gay guys?
Just
Just
see
to
if they
mix
get-
it up.
Just to see
They
if
just throw
they
2 straight boys in there. The
to-
whole time the 2 straight boys just so uncomfortable, like,
Yeah, they're like, no, guys, we are cool with this, but look, you're not going to persuade me.
yeah,
Oh my
bruh.
god.
Do
If-
they just throw them in to see if they get
I-
fucking duped into sucking a dick one day?
Yeah, I think that's why they put them in there.
I would pay good money to see you on that show. Brendan would be just sitting
They
there
just
the entire
would-
season with him being like, no, stop it. No,
They
stop
would,
it.
Yeah.
they would try to dupe me, dude. And
They
you
would.
know what? I'd have to
And
be
guess-
sober the whole time.
They might fail 9 out of 10 times, but that one
That
time,
one time.
Yeah.
they're going to get you.
Give me too many Bud Lights. You know, I wake up and go, hang on a second.
Hang on.
Where the fuck am I? Oh,
Yeah,
and this
bruh.
is where the classic conspiracy comes in, where you go, I'm not gay. I was abducted by aliens.
That was a probe.
I was talking
Yeah.
about this to somebody, but it was like, that it's always like some gay shit where people are getting like probes and stuff up there, like the guys that get abducted,
Yeah.
and then they come back down. And I've talked about this a couple times. Brandon Dunbar has a great joke about this, where it's like it's always some farmer that's like, he's like, oh man, I woke up with my pants around my ankles in the back of my buddy's pickup truck, and he's like, bro, you weren't abducted, you're just a gay farmer.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, your buddy Travis slipped one in your drink.
I was talking about this to Shayna, but I'm like, is that the original conspiracy theory where it's like, I'm not gay, I was abducted? And that's a classic.
It was, because that goes back to
That's
the
one.
50s.
Yeah, that goes back far.
Yeah.
Imagine how homophobic it was in the 50s. You'll think of anything. You go, but no, dude, I don't like guys. I
Yeah.
was fucking abducted. You're like, I was abducted for 3 days. They're like, bro, we saw you at Woody's for.
Yeah.
Right.
You were there all.
me.
You were doing Jello shots all night. Yeah.
Simulation.
Yeah. I can't be gay. It had to be aliens.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the original conspiracy.
You want to get into some of these videos we got?
Yeah, because we got a lot of videos.
Oh, yeah, let me see what we got.
We got a lot of videos. I'm going to tee them up right here for you. I'll put them on the program here. We'll start with the one that I found. I showed Brendan this earlier.
Let me just ask one question before we dive in, because
Yeah.
maybe we can pull it up if it's easily accessible. What do you think? Because you post every week. I see like 1 or 2 videos that fucking knock my socks off on,
Yeah, bro.
on your Instagram. What do you think's the most interesting or compelling video you've seen that you're like, whoa?
Damn.
And you don't have to answer now. If it comes to you, it
Okay.
comes to you. But it's like, think about it.
I gotta think about it.
And in the meantime, we'll show you some.
We'll get you started, dude. This one actually came. This is a Jersey one. My buddy sent me this a week ago.
Okay.
It hasn't really made its rounds online, but take a look. Just look in this general, like right around here. You see some
Gotcha.
shit creeping in. Start looking, because I've never seen something like this. I showed Brent. Have you
This
seen?
is ring footage.
Yeah, this is ring footage from a deck out in Lumberton. Watch this shit. Yeah, this one's pretty wild.
Yes, yes.
What the fuck, yo?
BigBitch.com, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I've
What
never
the
seen
fuck,
something
bro?
like that. That's
All
out
right.
of this world.
That was a dupe. That was just, we're testing you.
I've never seen anything like that.
We're
before.
testing you with some misinformation.
What the fuck?
Dude, that's some. That was.
Now, this one,
yeah.
I'm sure that you've seen. This, to me, is one of the most compelling, realistic UFO videos I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen
This is the one on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's up there
like
for sure.
This one looks real to me.
Yeah, this one's up there.
This is the one that he slows it down here, right?
Yeah, they see it come through and then they'll slow it down. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Like, what the fuck, bruh?
And watch, he slows it down.
He's gonna slow it down. It just comes in.
That is crazy.
This is probably the best footage that I have
That's
seen.
the best footage I've seen, I think.
That is nuts.
You see, it's like, you see the shape of it.
Yeah.
It's that fucking
You see it, it's
fast.
metallic. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we?
It's your typical flying saucer shape.
Yeah.
So what do we take from that? I mean, that's probably the clearest video I've seen of something flying like that.
Right.
But, like,
Yeah.
Have
where
you
is
seen
that
that one?
Where is that one gone? Has it, like,
Yeah, I've
made
seen
its-
that one before. That one that's definitely like probably in the top 3.
Yeah.
There's one video I seen that I don't even know how you could find it, but it's from like the 90s. And this thing is like damn near hovering on the ground.
Really?
Oh shit.
And the people are probably maybe 50, anywhere from 50 to 70 yards away from it recording it.
Really?
And you
What
can
would
see
they-
like all the lights and shit flashing underneath it. Like it's crazy.
Now, what could they be recording it with back then? Like,
No,
they
you
had-
could tell it's like it had to be some type of camcorder. Yeah.
like something they would use in one of those like snuff porn films type of thing, like camera
Yeah.
tripod.
Yeah, probably.
They pulled it out of their basement. They're like, let's get this on tape.
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like what my dad filmed on Christmas, but yeah. If,
Yeah, right.
if
My
they-
head went to the type of, you know.
Well, yeah, if that's what your dad did with his camcorder.
yeah, you know, we all got our differences here, but
That's why Dan got into the misinformation business.
yeah, that's right. This is a good one, Brendan. You found this one. This one's pretty.
I kind of forget which one. Oh yeah, I do know this one.
Oh shit.
Fucking getting it, dude.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Hey.
Now
That-
that one,
Hell
is,
yeah,
that one
nice.
is for real.
That one is for real.
Yeah, that's real. They like to twerk and shit.
But
like
now
that.
this type of thing in there, that looks pretty legit. Like, and how do you get like? Is that like a?
that does look legit.
Yeah, like do they just do like a? Is there like an AI software where they could just go, hey, put something funny in
Yeah,
there?
especially something
but-
like this, like pancake ass, like at a, especially twerking like that looks like a.
Yeah,
How the
twerking
fuck
like
they
that.
do that?
I don't know how
I
they
don't
did that,
know.
but it's very good. Look at the shadow. The shadow is perfect.
It is. It is pretty good. It just looks like a white girl after a few margaritas, and then you just get this video up there, nice pancake butt.
Yeah, that look. She's got the body of a girl in Kensington and Allegheny.
Yeah, this was actually down in there. Yeah,
She's doing the same lean too.
yeah, she's got it going on.
If the aliens come down and they just start twerking, nobody would be scared of them. We
That's
could all
true.
be like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yeah, if they came down with some good tunes.
Well,
Yeah.
that is the thing, and I think we mentioned when we had you on the phone about the movie Signs, where they talk about a lot of this stuff. It's like, what are they actually coming down? And if they see this type of shit, are they going to be like, what the fuck? This is a failed experiment, and they're just going to leave? Or have they been watching us this whole time, and now it's finally, okay, they're at the end of the series. It's almost a series finale at this point.
That's what I'm thinking. Kind of I'm thinking series finale. Y'all either going to be able to come into this next era, or y'all going to be destroyed, bro.
And now they're coming here. They already have their minds made up. They're just like, let's see if we just introduce ourselves a little bit, see what they do. And we start scrambling, and we're too busy getting distracted by any other, horse shit that's going on.
Do you think that there's some species, whoever it is, aliens that are out there that are actually working with us to help us preserve like Earth, and be like look, hey, here's what we got to do to save the environment. Like, you got to make sure that these things are in check. Do you think that these organizations that are collecting the crafts or potentially communicating with them, do you think they're working with us at all?
I think they probably trying to.
Not that we're listening, but do you think that,
I think now that's the key point right there. I don't think we listening.
Yeah,
but I think they probably are trying to work with us, and because even that incident that happened in South Africa with those kids,
they told them all like, you guys got to take care of the environment,
right? Yeah,
like, telepathically they told those kids.
Exactly.
But so maybe are they coming down? And because I have heard the theory that they've come over time in history to schools where it's like maybe they're trying to indoctrinate the new generations at a young age and tell them, hey, for the future, you guys got to take care of the environment.
Right, yeah.
But you'd think that maybe they could fucking roll things out a little bit faster rather than just trusting like, hey, I'm fucking...
But see, I think it's rules. I think if there's some type of intergalactic committee type of thing,
they can't interact too much.
Yeah, they probably not allowed to.
Sort of Back to the Future rules, where they're like, if you see your past self, it might fucking fuck them up too much.
Yeah, or like the speaking of time travel, Rendlesham Forest, when the military guy touched it, and he said he saw a binary code in his head.
Wait, what is that?
Rendlesham Forest. It's a
Where is that? Jamaica?
No, I think it's in England.
Okay.
I think it's in England or some shit like that. But yeah, they said a craft landed.
You said that as if it was like in New Jersey, like around the corner. You're like, come on.
No, I thought y'all heard of it before.
I thought it was like a place down the road.
Famous,
I'm like,
you're clued in way more. I mean, we're trying to keep up with you, dude.
Yeah, bro. Well, look it up when you get a chance.
Wait, so what happened? So he said that he touched
this military guy.
Touched what?
Touched the UFO.
Oh.
He didn't believe, and he's one of those guys that like everybody that worked with him was like, yo, he didn't believe in that type of shit at all.
Yeah.
He touched it, passed out, and he said when he passed out, he saw like a binary code. He wrote the binary code down in like his notebook. Then like after his like story got popular, these like you know how they do like UFO expos and shit like that, they would start calling him and telling him like, yo, come to the expo, tell your story, whatever.
Yeah.
So he would go do that. Then he would sit down at his booth, sign autographs, whatever the fuck. And one day somebody came up to him like, yo, let me like translate that binary code, because he didn't know, and he was like a chef or some shit like that.
He's like, I don't know what that means.
He didn't know when he wrote that shit down. He didn't know what the fuck it meant. Yeah. So then he gave it to the guy who was like a computer programmer or some shit, like coder or some shit like that. And the guy wrote out what it meant, and it was coordinates to like all the mysterious places on Earth, like the pyramids, Stonehenge. Yeah, it was coordinates to that shit, and it was like a flight log saying that they was from here, but from the year 8088.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so that the aliens were from here from 8,000?
They were from here, but from
they were 6,000 years in the future.
And then maybe they took off and they went elsewhere?
Yeah, I guess. But
because that is always the classic theories that you hear, that it's like aliens built the pyramids or like stone.
Other civilizations. Like, they had a lot of another one of the guys that was on Rogan that was doing the
have done it.
Archaeology type of stuff, and people were like, oh no, you're fucking crazy. But that makes a lot of sense, because like if they were previously here and they left for whatever reason.
Yeah.
What do you? God, that's an interesting theory. I never heard that before.
8,088, bro. And then think about like this. Think about the fact that he touched it, right? And he like passed out or whatever, and he saw a fucking binary code that basically was a flight log, said where they had been, the locations, the year they were from, all that shit, right? And then think about the way that Bob Lazar said that these crafts are made. He said that the crafts are fabricated to like what's it called?
Element 115?
No. What's it called? Everything has like a pitch at which you can like send sound at it before it breaks and shatters. What's the fuck
like
is
the
that
sound
called?
barrier?
Sound barrier,
Or
Not
like
sound
the speed
barrier.
of
speed of light,
Speed of light.
how it moves, like the propulsion system. Is it anything like that?
No, I forget the name of it. Fuck. Whatever the fuck it's called, right? He said that these crafts are fabricated basically in a sense where they're made so that they travel the fastest through air, through sound, through light, but the entire craft is fabricated at the same time in that way. You see what I'm saying?
And then so that they almost become invisible, right?
Yeah.
You posted something about that recently.
Right.
Which would make sense why maybe we don't see them all the time.
Exactly.
Or why our radar systems, like the newest
They can't
ones,
pick them up.
are now just starting to see
Now they can pick them up,
But
yeah.
like before, it's like we never could see them.
Yeah. Right.
Is that what? Because now we're getting to a point where they can see them. They're like, all right, the jig is up, and they're just like, fuck it, we'll just come out and par.
That's what I wonder. Like, are we seeing more stuff now because technology's better? We all have phones in our pockets where people can video them, or are they coming out more because they're saying, look, they're starting to get really advanced with technology. It's time to start kind of slowly letting them know what's going on.
That's what I think it is. I think they're letting themselves be known.
Right.
Like, yo, we here. Like,
yeah.
and it's the thing where like, yo, we keep looking at it the wrong way, and I think that's why people are scared. We looking at it like, oh, these things are here now. No, they've been here before us. Like, if anything, like I keep saying, if anything, this is a fucking ant farm. They watching us progress.
That's a good way to put it. They can just watch us doing whatever with our colonies from outside.
Yeah, and they're watching it. And I think once we get to a certain level, if we get to a certain level, then they're like, all right, we can let you in on a little bit more of the secret.
Well, that's like more so what I'm wondering is like, I'm not scared that they are. I don't think that it's like, oh, they're just here now. It's like, I agree. They've been here for a long time.
Hell yeah, bro.
In my, from what I think, but why are they, why would they be coming out now? I mean, I agree that it's probably like that's kind of what I think is like the technology where it's like maybe the jig is up in its time, but like what would they tell us? What would, like,
or the communication? How would that work? That's always been my thing. I'm like, how would they even would they speak? They got to have something that could translate what they're saying into English.
Well, and if there's one,
well, I'm sure they can do that, but I think it's a hands-off thing. I think they only allowed to interfere, but so much.
Yeah, and I doubt even like so many of these crafts that we find, I doubt that they're even manned by anything, because if you have the technology to do that, they could probably just send it as like a fucking...
That's what they think these like tall grays and shit are. They think they're like biological drones.
Yeah.
Like they look like they're humanoids, and if you cut them open, they look like they got guts and shit like that. But it's actually like a big ass camera that's just like in the shape of a man. That you're using to fly this craft and go to other places for you.
Right.
Like they think those might not even be the actual thing.
Right.
Those might just be like, you know how we got drones that fly around. They got drones that look like people.
Damn.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
That would be nice. Now
But
you're
they're biological, so they actually got guts and hearts and all that type of shit.
But I wonder why. I mean, we can't even begin to understand.
I mean, well, think about it like this. Look at how many people that have gotten close to these things that got sick and got cancer and shit like that. So imagine if you're from another planet or dimension or something, and you're like, all right, if we go there, I might got to wear a fucking suit.
Yeah.
Right.
But I can send this other thing there, and I basically might have a recording from whatever this thing is seeing.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Well, I was going to say, like, why not just have, like, a robotic one that kind of looks, but maybe it's like you have to make it that way so that it looks like an actual thing, or so that it can survive the atmosphere.
And that's honestly more efficient. We're more efficient than a fucking robot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, unless you trying to fucking do some equations or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But if you walking around and being a pilot and going to other planets, you make a biological thing. That's a better thing to have.
True.
Yeah.
And then you can get some pussy while you're down
Get some
there.
pussy. Yeah, bro. Why make a robot when you can make a baby? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, dude, there was something in that UFO port that was released this past year that was like, there have been crafts that have been found. Obviously, there have been abductions that have been reported, and one woman or like maybe multiple that that claimed to have been got pregnant from fucking being abducted.
Yeah, yo.
Any of them immaculate conceptions? Is it like it's how Jesus
Yo,
came
that
into
probably
the
is
world?
where
That was
that
Baby
probably is
J.
where Jesus came from.
So
Yeah.
everybody's a believer in aliens at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
all of Christianity's found. That's a theory that I'm here for. I can do that.
Damn, if your wife tells you she got pregnant by an alien, do you and she's like, yo, I want to keep it. I'm keeping it.
Well, if it's an alien from,
That's a tough sell.
Yo,
well, how about
like how long? Like, yo, do you just wait it out until it's born and then see what it looks like?
I would have to. I almost would have to. It would depend.
But then what if it looks normal? What if it's born and it looks like it's just a normal human?
at that point,
I'd
it's,
almost not trust it even more, because then I'd go like, is this kid gonna be like a fucking super genius and just fucking
Yeah, that's
you
scary.
know? Like
Yeah.
if it came out with like fins and something, I'd be like, all right, well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stick around, you raise that.
But if
one.
it's just a better version of a human that's gonna fucking
yeah, like a fucking Superman baby.
that fucking beat me and
Yeah.
everything.
Now-
That's not my kid.
Yeah. Now, if it is an alien from another galaxy and not one of the illegal ones, we're gonna have to stick around and we're gonna have to see what
Yeah,
happens.
hell yeah.
But then once it actually, you imagine your wife or girlfriend, whoever, they're birthed because if it's from an alien and this makes like wide rounds or whatever, they have it live on TV. C-SPAN's covering it, the
Damn.
whole thing. I mean, you get that on TV. I'd love to see that.
What if part of their plan to roll out, like, us into whatever they think we need is they slowly, like, will give us some information about technology, not too much where we blow each other up and
Just
whatever,
a little bit.
but they also will occasionally come down, impregnate some of the ladies, have a couple aliens that grow up that turn into a
Nice.
guy like Elon Musk.
Okay,
Who
I
is
like
half
that.
alien, half human,
Super
who
genius.
starts to revolutionize. He's super smart, and they do great things, and they start to spread their seed over.
That's possible.
throughout
They
the
could have been
earth.
doing that forever also.
Yeah.
Like all these influential people, they could all be half aliens,
You
bro.
could be half alien, dude, but the amount of shit that you know.
Damn, no, I know both my parents. Neither one of them. Not a one, bro.
But it is the people like the Elon Musks, the Mark Zuckerbergs of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world. That guy's definitely
I mean,
a lizard
Zuckerberg
at best.
definitely thinks in binary code.
That's true. Yeah.
And you know what? You know who else? It's a lot of these schizophrenic motherfuckers out here, bro. They alien. Some of them is part alien. They just
yeah.
can't. They can't fit in with us. They see other shit, bro.
That's true.
They can't fit in with us, dog.
They're in all different dimensions during a
They in
conversation
all the
with them.
all the dimensions, dog. Talking to everybody.
Or they're smoking crack.
Yeah, and we're
Right.
sending them up into the ships first, and they're gonna have the first conversation.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
if they make this an event, say we're coming here, and then they actually start coming down, who is gonna be the person that we like? Who's gonna be the person
Who's
that
the
makes it?
representative?
Who is gonna be on the tarmac with them as they come down the stairs, shaking their hands? Is it gonna be the U.S. president? Is it gonna
No,
be
you got to send the Rock, yo.
the Rock?
Imagine how
Yeah.
embarrassing it would be if we sent Biden and he's like on the fucking.
Yeah, that's the worst. No, they
He
would think
falls
we're
going up
idiots.
the thing.
Yeah,
They're like,
right.
This is your guy.
Yeah, they would think we were the weakest people of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to send the
They'd
Rock.
be like, why does he have the same body type as us? They're like, is he in a suit
yeah,
too?
right.
Now,
Yeah, you
if,
got to send the Rock.
yeah, if you send the
brother?
Yeah, you got to send the Rock.
send the Rock up there,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Wait, I want to get back just before I forget. We were talking about it outside a little bit. This DMT theory that you were just talking about.
Oh yeah, yo.
That's fucking.
we got to do
wild.
DMT.
They're doing a DMT experiment.
Where's this happening?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know,
I
Dan's
saw
backyard.
I saw a fucking
Naeem's attic.
hell yeah, bro. It can right in my basement.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Oh no, I saw like an advertisement for it on TikTok.
Really?
But
Yeah.
wait,
They're
explain-
advertising
want-
it, though?
Yeah, because they
Explain
want
this
people to
theory.
sign up.
Oh,
really?
shit.
So these scientists are doing a study on DMT, and they're gonna do like a slow DMT drip on the subjects, where you're gonna be in like a DMT trip for like 24 to 48 hours straight, and they're doing it because they believe that there's stuff on that other side, like information that you could take from that other side that will work on this side.
Right.
Damn.
That we're in like a 3-dimensional world.
Yeah.
And that we could access a different
You could access
side.
shit over there that might help you with shit over here.
Right.
And you know what that makes me think of? Remember how Bob Lazar was saying how, like, when we look at, like, chemistry, we look at, like, yo, you mix this chemical with this chemical, and that's how you fucking make something.
Yeah.
He was like, he said we skip the process of it. He was like, if you mix chlorine with sodium, yeah, that's fucking salt. He was like, but maybe if you mix sodium first with chlorine, it's a different type of salt. Right. He was like, it's about the arrangement of it too, like the order in which you mix things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. So we're just tossing stuff together.
We just toss it together like, oh, this is all the same thing because we toss it together. We're like, no, if you do this and then this, it's a little bit different than if you do this and then this. Like,
right. Interesting.
So I'm thinking with that DMT shit, it's probably some shit like that where like you go over and you have like, you might come back with some small details. You see what I'm saying?
I like picture that experiment with DMT of like 11 in the Upside Down in Stranger Things, where all of a sudden it's like all black and you can kind of like walk around and be like, what's, you're in like a different dimension.
Yeah, and you got to think, they said that like a DMT trip usually lasts like 8 to 15 minutes, right?
Damn.
These people are gonna be on this shit for a day or two at a time.
And that's just in our time. What if while on DMT, for every hour in our time, it's like 3 hours in their time?
Yeah, I think it's crazier than that because it's people that do DMT trips and they're tripping for 8 to 15 minutes and they like, yo, I lived like a whole life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's wild.
Yeah, like I had kids, I had a job, I had a whole fucking life.
I was
Like
going to say
miles
that.
away.
If you're there for a day or two in our time, how far off track? Because if I was there and I had a specific job and then I go in there, I'm in another dimension. I'm going to be going on some side missions, Like, what the?
And that's what makes it. You're right, because that's what makes it so crazy. Because if you do it normally,
Yeah.
and you could live a 3 to 5 year lifespan in 8 to 15 minutes. You're living the fucking lifetimes.
Yeah. First couple days are like my first couple days on vacation. I'm going to let it rip and I'm just going to, I'll figure it out. I got some time,
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be sitting outside of that Hot Topic looking for the big titty goth girls. I'd be sitting there for days.
You're doing that in this life, dude.
I am.
You don't need,
But in that life, they'd be like,
need a side trip.
I'd be like, oh shit, it's been 3 years. I got to fucking do what I was sent here to do.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
That would be wild. So we should sign up for that. If you see that ad, let us know. We're signing up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look it up and send it to y'all because if it's paying well.
Even if we just show up to like a Holiday Inn, we're like, is this where they're doing it?
Yeah, right.
It's just fucking Na'im. You're like running the stuff.
In a conference room, you're like, all right, we're going to
You're
take
like,
all
I thought
this.
you saw this on TikTok. You're like, I know a couple of guys.
Like, I actually put this on TikTok.
Yeah,
That's what it would be, though. It's either that end of the spectrum, we're in like a conference room of a Holiday Inn, or you go to some secret underground shit like with some nuclear warheads in Nebraska.
That's fucking nuts.
It's one or the other.
But you know what? You probably never be the same.
Oh, no. After that? No.
You probably never be the same.
How
bruh.
could you possibly be?
Yeah, being on that side for that long.
Yeah. And how many sides? Like,
Yeah, and they said a day and they said like 24 to 48 hour intervals. So
Yeah.
that means you're gonna do it more than once. That means you're gonna do 24 to 48, then they're gonna give you like a few days off, then they're gonna let you do it again.
Take some
Nah,
notes.
bruh, that's fucked up.
yeah, because what if you don't have a good time? And they're like, well,
Yo, yeah, you just fucking stuck over there in hell, bruh. Man, damn. That's why I never did salvia.
that seems like that sort of experience. I remember like
That's
back
like
in
a
high school.
That's like a synthetic something, right? What is
But
it?
you like trip fucking balls.
You trip
for like,
hard.
What do you do?
10 to
Like eat it
15
or
minutes.
smoke it or something?
Yeah,
What
you
is it?
smoke
You
it.
smoke it.
Oh shit!
And you trip balls. But like I remember kids freaking the fuck
Yo,
out.
everybody I saw that did that shit freaked the fuck.
And that's
I never saw
totally
anybody have
legal.
a good trip.
No, it was never looked like a good time.
No. Yeah, like, and it's legal. It is legal.
It's legal. You
It
get it on
is?
the fucking boardwalk. Like kids used to do it in high school.
What
in
the
Iowa,
fuck?
New Jersey. Get salvia, trip fucking balls, and every time kids would be like, "Call the fucking ambulance! I
Yeah.
don't know where I'm at right now."
Wait,
Yeah.
you can do that today? We need to
I
go
don't
down
know
there.
if they've changed. I'm assuming it's still out there.
It's still out there. It's still legal. You can order that shit.
Oh,
you can
fuck.
order pounds of that shit, bro.
Oh my god, I've never.
But
done
you don't
that.
want that.
No, we're going for DMT. They're actually looking at legalizing mushrooms in Jersey. That's their
Nice.
next thing. That's their next thing. So we can at least start there
That
and
would
work
be.
our way.
It really seems like they're opening up a lot with all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yo, you gotta expand your mind.
And they're seeing it now more than ever. They're like, oh, shit's hitting the fan. Let's open our minds a little bit.
Yep.
Let's legalize it.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think that there's anything like dimension wise, like in that realm, where it's like when we die, you go somewhere else, like that?
Well, yeah. Well, I put it to you like this, dog.
Put it to me.
What's the guy? Stephen Greer, right? Like he said, he was like they done shot down like hundreds of these things by now, right?
Yeah.
Like whether it's the Air Force, their fucking whatever that laser weapon is they got in Antarctica.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It
Was
comes
that
out of the
thing, dude?
snow.
Yeah, it comes
That
out the
was-
snow.
That was causing earthquakes.
Yeah,
That was
causing tsunamis, all types of shit.
Like, is
every
that-
time they use it.
Is that a legitimate real thing? Like confirmed?
I
that-
mean,
that thing's there.
Government people said it. Like people that work there said it.
Again, nobody's.
They're using a laser in Antarctica and it's causing tsunamis?
Yes.
That's
Holy
caused
shit.
tsunamis and earthquakes.
And anytime they do that, they just blame it on like the faults
it's
that
like
California's on.
shooting
Yeah.
up into the solar system that we have no idea where the fuck it's going.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they're shooting down ships, and like he said, the guy that actually worked on that laser, he said that whatever these things are, he's like they have a different interpretation of like life and death. He's like, 'cause they don't get angry. Like he said, if we fucking shoot down one of their ships, kill their people.
Right, they don't retaliate.
He said He said we gave them plenty. He said if they were violent, they would have
Right.
did it by now. He was like, because we gave them plenty of reasons
Yeah.
to retaliate and do
right.
something to us. He's like, and they have a different understanding of life and death. So I think we think it's death, but it's probably just some extension of this, or you probably just come right the fuck back.
Yeah, like it's like a simulation almost.
Yeah, I think you probably come back. Reincarnation definitely real, bro.
Yeah.
Just come back as anything, all the way down from a piece of plankton up to a human or a fucking giraffe.
Nah, bro. I think once you a human, you come back a human. I think you did all that other shit already.
Damn.
Yeah, like maybe you just continue to come back as human to learn the different lessons that you need. to
Yeah,
learn.
until you done with that, and then you probably do something else.
Yeah.
Damn. So if we're living in America now, our next one, we're
God,
fucked.
we're never gonna stop working, dude. Fuck that, dude.
Damn.
Just fucking kill me, dude.
That stinks.
Let me chill, dude.
That's how they got us roped into this. They got us as slaves for life here.
Hell yeah, bro.
We're just gonna be working.
You die, and you're like, all right, finally done with that. You come back, you got a shittier life. Like,
Right.
Fuck. dude.
Damn it.
You ever wake up in the morning and be like, damn, why didn't I just die last
Yeah,
night? I
dude.
gotta
Yeah.
go to work
It would
this
kinda-
morning.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be kind of peaceful. Just like I got nothing to worry about.
You ever been that hungover? You just wake up, you like, oh, just let me die.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, last weekend.
Hell
This
yeah,
happens
bro.
every other day for us.
Like, just end it.
Yeah, dude.
Let's play a couple more of these videos.
Oh,
here.
yeah, we got here.
Yeah. Here's another one. Let's see what this one is.
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty.
That's a looker right there, bro.
That's a clear snapshot on that one.
See that?
Right over the city too.
Right over the city.
Have you-
Beautiful.
Have you seen that one before?
I don't think I ever saw this one.
This is another one that's in my top tier that I'm like,
This is nice.
that seems very
So
real
now
to me.
that like we've been talking about like how easily fake these can be with AI and stuff, but this one looks like something
For
that
whatever reason, this one looks.
pretty legit.
This looks legit.
Some
How-
of the ones you see and you're like, that's fucked.
That's
fucking
fucked up.
fake.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know
But
how you know
Yeah.
that.
This one I think is pretty good. And how far up would you say that is? Like a couple hundred yards, if that? I mean, probably less than that.
No, a couple hundred yards.
I have
Yards,
no
way
idea.
more than that.
Way more, dude.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
like
I'm-
probably 13,000
Yeah.
feet.
Is
You're
it?
nuts.
I'm looking at fucking like here's a football field and another got a couple hundred.
Yo, you measure like a child. What
It's
the
like-
fuck is that?
What's that, a couple of football fields?
That's a couple of football fields right there. Yeah, Ray Lewis
100
could run that down in a
yards?
few
Are you
seconds.
brother.
That's so high up.
Now, how quickly could he get down to a couple hundred yards? We're talking
Second,
nanoseconds.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
It would just
Immediately.
appear right there. Now, do you know what city this was on, Brendan, by chance?
If I had to guess, I don't know. Is that Los Angeles?
I have no idea. No,
Oh,
there would be
I
way
don't
too many.
know.
I feel like it's like South America or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any thoughts on that theory that aliens came down and sped up our evolution as primates?
Yeah, I could believe that.
That seems plausible.
I mean, cause all right,
Because we're so similar to primates.
yeah, and then my problem with a lot of this shit, right? With a lot of this science shit is that like everything is by chance.
Right.
Like, oh, all these things just so happen the right way.
Right.
And now here we go. Like, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
bro.
that kind of annoys me. It's like that movie, was it 21 or 23 with Jim Carrey?
Oh, yeah,
where it's
yeah, yeah.
Like, all these things are 2 and 3, and I'm like, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
get out of here.
Crazy piece of shit. You posted this one that is one of those where it's like, it could be fake, but it also looks so...
I don't know what the fuck this
But
was,
what is
bro.
that, dude?
I don't know.
Just doing push-ups up there.
But it's big as shit, bro.
It's big as shit.
I don't know what that is, dog.
That was one that you posted that I have not forgotten about.
Yeah, bro. Dog, it be weird shit out here. Dog, that's what I'm saying. It's everything now, dog. It's aliens. It's fucking big ass giants that just got one leg and they do push-ups. It's fucking
They come down. This is their gym. They just
Yeah,
come down
bro.
here to do push-ups on a
it's
mountain.
fucking skinwalkers out here. It's elves. You know what I'm saying? It's gnomes and
Wait,
shit
what's a
like that.
skinwalker?
You never heard of Skinwalker Ranch?
Like
No.
aliens dressed up as humans?
Oh, it's these things. So it's a ranch. You can go there. Anybody that go there see some weird shit.
What?
Yeah, but it's a ranch. It's in Utah, Wyoming, one of them weird places.
One of them weird states.
Yeah, bro. And this motherfucker, it be things out there that can transform into anything.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then they like lure you in and you disappear.
Holy shit. And how much does this cost per night?
Well, I think
That
actually,
fucking hotel, dude.
I think when you drive over there, there's like a cop or like the government, like FBI, sit there like, hey, you can't trespass over here. But a lot of people just sneak in from other ways, and then motherfuckers
disappear?
Motherfuckers disappear. Motherfuckers see crazy. Motherfuckers see UFOs.
Holy
People see
shit.
fucking. People be like,
Damn.
people be like, it was a little girl screaming help. I ran over there, and the closer I got, the voices got deeper. Like at first, it was like help, help, help. Then the closer I got, it was like help,
Oh, it's a nightmare.
help me, help me. And then the closer you get, like yeah, bruh. So they be like, no, I turned around and ran the opposite direction.
Damn.
All
dude.
types of weird shit. People say they see like little kids running and little kids transforming to wolves.
Oh shit.
It's
That's
a weird place.
Sounds like a couple of dates that I had back in the day.
yeah.
You go in thinking it's some pretty girl and turn into a fucking wolf.
Like
by
some
the
girl
end.
you met on MySpace. I ran into a few of those. Yeah, had her in my
Wolf
top
of it.
8 for a week and then bounced her right out. After one night like that, you never know what you're going to get with a girl from Gloucester County. I
Yeah,
tell
damn
you
right.
that much. Here, let me play this. This is another real clear one, I
This
think.
one is
I think
very,
this-
very good.
This was a pretty clear...
Another top tier.
Oh yeah, this one's nice.
This one's good.
is this the one that just
I like
flies
that
in and
they got the radio talking. That makes it seem more legit for whatever reason.
That looks like a fucking video game, but then they start getting like real close on this thing and it just... They slow it down at this part, I think. But yeah, super clear shot.
Right.
Look at that shit.
Look at it, bro.
And it's just going to come right on in there.
Look at that. He's like, it's metallic,
Nice.
it's whatever. That's legit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Look at that.
Now, you would think that if they didn't want to be seen or this, like they would change their,
And
the
they
model.
can do that. They can do that.
Yeah.
Did you see the video I posted, the one that was in Philly? And it was
No.
it looked like a cloud that was just
Yes, I did see that one.
but you saw like it was like sparkling. The cloud
Yeah.
was like spark. Bro, they can make that shit look like any fucking
So that's
thing.
why I think that they're like trying to be seen.
they
if they're
are
doing-
trying to be seen.
They want us to get a little, little dabble.
I have a video that I posted on TikTok that I found that was in a cloud. And it's not that compelling, but it's weird that I'm like, I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's in the cloud. I actually have it. Did I send that to
I don't
you?
think you sent that one to me.
I could pull it up on my phone. But I don't know if it's worth it.
yeah,
It's probably not worth it, but it's in the cloud, and there's just a light that gets bigger and bigger behind this cloud, And so I'm like, is that a spotlight? But you would think if it's a spotlight, you would see the light coming from
underneath.
up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's where it gets bigger and bigger, and then it just goes out.
Right.
And I have it on video on TikTok. I'll send it to you.
Damn. Yeah. Send me that.
Yeah.
It's just like it looks like it's inside of a cloud. It's not like a plane headlight. That's what I thought it could be, or a spotlight. It's not moving. It's just
Now,
a
I'm
cloud
also
that's illuminated.
pretty fucked up in it with a Bud Light in the picture.
That's how they
What
always.
is that?
That's how they always get you. It's like you can't trust this guy. He's got a Bud Light in his hand, and then it's just like no.
I
Like,
flashed in the video too, like a dumbass.
Oh yeah. Nobody's gonna believe
Yeah,
that.
it just ruins all the credibility.
shit.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I think the only other video he had here was a guy that was talking in the Canadian Parliament. Maybe it was.
Yeah, this is interesting. I just found this on TikTok today.
Yeah, this guy like talks about it a little bit. We can just play through it. Real
Yeah,
quick.
we don't
Let me
have to
see
play
what
it.
you got.
You want to play it? Play it straight
Yeah.
through? Yeah.
How long? I didn't know if
Oh, it's like 2.5 minutes
Oh,
long.
okay.
Okay, it's a little long. We could.
you play the first minute because he kind of gives you the gist of it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure.
I was glad to have Linda this morning finally say that there are live ETs on Earth at this present time, and at least 2 of them probably working with the United States government.
Fuck yeah.
Our investigation was launched into this whole subject, and a document was prepared
And Larry David looks like
which
shit.
concluded that at least 4 species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years.
Heard it here
And
first.
this is my own view at this stage as well. The survival plan for the human species as an aide-memoire, and I name 5 different species here. I'm aware of more now. As a matter of fact, I saw a document just a few days ago that mentioned 20. And I think you, Mr. Chairman, were interested in some of the places they might come from. And I have in here Zeta Reticuli, R-E-T-I-C-U-L-I, Reticuli, the Pleiades, Orion, Andromeda, and the Altair star systems.
He's just naming cities in Puerto Rico.
So
He said Orion
think
too.
we can
Isn't
indicate
that in Men in Black?
more
They
refer
say
them
Orion's belt.
to them as they because they're not an amorphous mass. They are different species and consequently may have different agendas. I don't think we can say that they all have the same agenda
That's
any more
pretty
than
much
we could
suggested.
say that the
Yeah,
United
so they don't have the same agenda, which
But that's
And
crazy.
that's the scary part because there are probably fucking evil ones out here, bruh.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Or careless
But we are in
ones.
the middle of like some fucking Star Wars shit probably.
Yeah.
And we are the fucking dumbest,
We're the Ewoks.
the least equipped, just not ready.
Yeah, we're
Like-
fucking throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah, just this mushy fucking being. Like, dog, there's probably shit out here that's made out of fucking straight animanium, bruh. Straight
You know what's
Wolverines, dog.
Definitely. You know what's funny too? They probably, they've been coming for so long. They come in the 50s and they're like, all right, they're doing some stuff. They come back now. They're like, they are fat as shit.
Yeah, like, oh, these people suck now.
Like-
And then you gotta think too, dog. I'm sure they all think like this world is overpopulated, so they fine with a bunch of us dying.
Right.
Yeah.
They like, yo, this world could honestly be way better if it was like 200,000 people on it. He was
Yeah.
like, damn, wait, what?
yeah,
Right.
we've reached the ceiling of like to the point where
Had
we're
a
destroying.
Thanos mentality.
We're destroying the planets. They're like, all right, we got to cut this down. Like,
Yeah.
they'll just make
Well,
everybody.
and if their
yeah.
view on death is like not, the same as ours, then they're
Oh, then
probably
they
like,
wouldn't give a fuck.
who gives a fuck?
As long as it's like a thing, no snap, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I
if
wouldn't mind
everybody
that.
just disappeared, that's fine. Like,
yeah, imagine the traffic on the highway clearing up like that overnight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
hell yeah.
They kind of had that with COVID-19.
Yeah, a little
did.
bit. That was their test for all of
that
this.
Oh, that was the test run. They killed all the fat people.
That was the latest Thanos
They said,
snap,
let's
dude.
get all the fat people and all the old people to fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
they were just like, get the fatties first, but you know what? While we're at it, get all the elderly.
Yeah, let's get the elderlies out the way.
They got to keep the young
they gave
kids
us a
in
quick
there.
Thanos snap,
They
dude.
did, yeah. That was their way
Damn,
of
right.
testing.
You
Yeah.
right, yo.
Yeah, they're just testing a little bit, and then it's a series finale though. This is how, they're just trying to figure out how to end it. Like the
Yeah.
writers don't know what they're gonna end with yet.
Yep.
Damn, it's gonna be a challenge.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
It's
like
gonna be like a TikTok challenge where you like kill yourself,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
a Russian roulette challenge or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's gonna
Damn,
be
bro.
wild if
Very
they do
sacrificial.
that. Very. Yeah. Oh. Those are all the
bro.
videos we got. You,
All right.
you have anything?
I think
how
we're
much we're at?
a little over an hour, so I think we're probably good to wrap. It's also getting late, so
Yeah, that's
I
where
gotta
we
get
can
back to
keep.
my baby.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Got this dad time.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "What was Dad doing tonight?" It's like, well, he was dressed up like Men in Black,
Like Men in Black.
doing a podcast that 7 people.
Did you see that
listen to.
the Men in Black guy that walked into the Walmart? The two tall ass Men in Black guys.
No.
Bruh.
But I have
Ah.
heard that there's like guys like that. Men in Black is kind of loosely based off of rumors that there are guys that after people had seen UFOs
Yep.
come and they go, "Hey, you didn't see anything. We'll pay you like however much
Yep.
money to stay quiet about
Yeah.
it."
Should we do that in a Walmart? Do you want to just walk in dressed
That
like
would be
this?
hilarious.
Yo,
Go
y'all
up to
just
people and go, "You didn't see anything. I will
Right.
give you like $500,000."
Nah, we can't do it in Walmart. I'm already permanently banned from Walmart. I am sure. Yeah, they're gonna prosecute me if they
what?
find.
Yeah, you can't trespass.
I was fucking on their speakerphones when I was 17,
Or
and
if we just
What?
yeah, it was
he
a whole thing.
literally is banned from Walmart for
yes,
life.
we can do it at
Damn.
Target though. We can dress in.
Oh
We can
yeah,
go
go
into
into
Target.
Target.
we can
just-
dress in red and khakis.
Just grab somebody
Yeah.
and go, "Listen, can we talk to you for a second?"
Mhm.
Scare the fuck out
We
of them.
talk to you in the back of the.
Yeah,
the
we
Home
heard.
Good Eye
We heard
over
that
here.
you said you saw something the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that. Let's do it up. I'll put
All
it.
right. Well,
yeah.
let's. Naeem, you got anything you want to plug?
I mean, shit. Follow me on Instagram, Na'im_Ali.
This is where you're gonna get all of the news and facts.
Follow him on Instagram. He gets
Follow me.
and
the
the
biggest
information.
scoop every week that I see.
I know what's going on with some of these aliens, bruh.
The guy's clued in.
Yeah, he is much
Yeah,
more
he
than
will.
we are. No,
Yeah.
this is all I got. This has been great stuff. We're gonna get out in front of this thing here. We're gonna start
Yeah.
informing America.
Let's do it, bro.
I got nothing. I'll be at New York Comedy Club tomorrow night doing a couple check spots.
Hell
and then
yeah.
I got the re-up show, which I got to get you on soon.
Yo,
the last time I tried to
get me
get
in
you on,
there.
you guys were already booked. But I want to get the whole Do-Rag crew on.
Nice.
But that's next Friday, July 14th. Get tickets for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a good crew on that.
Let's fucking
Awesome.
That's it.
Let's go.
So, all right.
All right, that's it. We'll see
man.
you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for
My
coming
guys.
on here. Another bad boy in the books. We'll see you.
Let's do it.
Woo.
Good
Nice.
episode, dude.
We need to stop.
That was fun.
Very nice, bro. That was fun.